Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to an ATOYO update. Now, I have done some work. Over the past week, I have actually managed to progress in the development of the game, and things have made a rapid increase in both intent and purpose, I guess you could say. So, one of the things you'll notice right away is that I have new models. So, the original character model was supposed to look like this guy over here, which I didn't like very much. I was going for too much of a normal looking human. I whipped this dude up in like 3 hours, and that included making animations and stuff for him. So this became the character model pretty much immediately, which I will be modifying later on to include other classes. So right now he's dressed up like a soldier, like a knight, like a warrior, fighter, whatever. Eventually you'll have, other garb you can switch out to customize your character's appearance. But that's not right now. What's right now is that I have the character as well as animations. So you can see the little mini-me over here. There's an idle animation. It's very subtle, but it exists. I have a walk, and I have a run, and I have an attack. Let me hop over to scene. You can see walkie, 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 runny, runny, runny. The run's a little janky. You got to fix it, but, it is what it is. And then a generic attack that won't have any effect for quite a while. On top of that, that was what I literally did Friday and today. Is I got the animations done and put into the game in those 2 days. What I did before that, what I did the week leading up, was improve the build mechanics of the game. So instead of being able to access the build menu from anywhere and have, your mouse move, and it was all kind of janky. Now you hit tab, you enter build mode, and then you can go to your inventory, which unlocks your inventory and allows you to select what you want to select to place things in areas and stuff. As well, you can switch your camera angle, which I'm going to fix the camera locations, to place things from above if you wanted to. So, torches and chairs and all the junk that we have currently unlocked will be available through here. You can't move, you can't turn, you can't do anything else while you're in build mode until you exit build mode. And then you can walk around and stuff again. You also can't interact with objects while not in build mode. Aside from that, what I've done is work on a crafting system of sorts. So I say crafting system of sorts because it's still taking items from an inventory and turning them into other items. So you need, you have 6 vegetables. I can make seared vegetables, which increases seared and decreases veggies. I can make pork stew, cook pork, cook steak. I can make food. One of the things I need to work on, though, is if I have like steak and no vegetables or no potatoes, I can still make beef stew, which shouldn't work. If you have 0 potatoes and 0 vegetables, you shouldn't be able to make any stew of any kind. But that's a work in progress. So that is going to be actually the basis of all of the crafting I put into the game if I put much more crafting into the game. I'm going to pause the game and go back to the scene here. The next things on the list, like the very next thing I'm working on, the biggest improvement is towards the tiered gameplay system of the game. Now, I say tiered because that's how I think of it in my head. Effectively, the game is played in 3 sets until I have tier 3 done rather. Tier 1 is going to be you own the tavern, and people enter the tavern. They will find a chair, which will be in an array. They'll find a chair, sit at the chair, and then order food. That's how that's going to work. And then they'll find the nearest bowl or plate, and it will move to their position, or if it's already in front of their position, it'll just assume it and fill it with whatever food they have. So if they order a steak, it'll fill it with steak. If they order a stew, it'll replace the plate with a bowl and make soup, stew, whatever. They will then buy that and leave once they're done eating it. So there'll be a little timer of them eating, a couple animations of them eating, and then they will leave the tavern, and you will make money that way. That will allow you to buy more things to fill your tavern to unlock tier 2. Once you hit tier 2, and just for people who aren't aware, if you look here, there is a popularity system. So when you go to place an item, if I want to see, let's look at this wall here. If I want to place, say, a broken shield, grab it. Place broken shield and an axe and a banner. My popularity is increased by 30 points. So everything has a point value associated to it, which is how you advance to higher tiers. So when you hit tier 2, you unlock the bounty board, which will allow you to send NPCs out on quests. I already have, I believe it's here, a baseline for the bounty board system. That's the wrong one. That's the merchant. This one, I think. Here we go. The merchant. That's something for later. It generates a random selection of heroes in the area. So I use Epic NPC, and I actually talked to them. They won't allow me to use the characters, so I will be replacing them later on. But they're in there still because this is the last time I worked on it. You have an NPC. It's got a name, a description, a class, if it has magic or not, and what its skill score is. This is my character from Dungeons and Dragons. So he's got a 50 gold cost. He costs 50 gold to use him. His name is Tealmech. He's a badass dragonborn. He's an Eldritch Knight. I had to spell it differently because I'm pretty sure Eldritch Knight is copywritten by Wizards of the Coast, at least for now. Yes, he is arcane. He has a skill score of 10. So over here, you'll be able to set off a quest. Be like, I want you to hunt goblins. Requires skill score of 3. Any of these people will work. Audra has 4. Greg has 3. I have 10. So you have a gold limit of 100 right now. So, I want to send, Greg out. I have a 50% chance to complete this quest. Adventure. You lose. Didn't work out. So if I can't remember one of these. Oh, hello. I didn't know that worked. This is still a work in progress. A lot of this is still in work. So you'll be able to assign, I want you to retrieve an item. I want you to hunt monsters. I want you to do this, do that, blah, 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 and come back with a specific item. They will always return with specific items or a gold quantity that you then can put into buying or displaying your unique items. So, the quests will return cool, unique stuff like magical weapons, armor, blah, 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 that you can put up on the wall. Things that I am still debating if you'll be able to equip later on or not. But that's tier 2. Tier 3 is that you'll be able to go out and do it on your own because you can hire help to man the tavern while you are gone. So once you have tier 3 unlocked, you yourself can go out and be like, I want to go out and kill a dragon and take a fang, or I want to take its head or something. You can only take one object, though. I don't want you to be able to go and be like, I'm going to kill this dragon, skin it, scale it, take its teeth, take its bones, sell its meat. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be like, I want this specific item. You're like, I'm going to go out and get that. Because then it does create the gameplay loop of, okay, I want this item. I have to go back and do this thing. Maybe you'll grab 2 items, like as an upgrade later on, 3 upgrade later beyond that. But for the most part, I'll be like, I want this one specific item right now. And you'll be able to go and get that. Once I have tier 3 in place, tier 3 is the adventuring by yourself. I want to allow you to do that at tier 1. So what that means is that you won't be able to hire staff to man the tavern while you're gone. So you won't have a business to get you gold while you're out doing stuff. You will leave the tavern. It will be locked. You won't make any money here, but you will make money while you're out adventuring, killing goblins or slimes or whatever the low-level stuff is. Which, once I have that system in place, it does require an RPG system to be like, here's your strength, your dexterity, blah, 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 blah. Here's the abilities you unlock. And then I want to be like, okay, here's, you have a fighter, a mage, a rogue, an archer. You have very generic RPG classes. And then that will expand farther beyond that into the scope of things that I don't even have right now. But that is tier 3. That it will be alpha ready. Once I have the ability for you to go out and do your own adventures, that will be alpha ready. Because after that will come the quality of life upgrades as well as the decor style upgrades. So I say upgrades, updates. One of the big updates I want to do to the game eventually is that I want you to be able to select a different layout for your tavern. So you'll be able to expand it. You'll be able to, I want to put, a bigger floor, more rooms. You can be able to rent rooms and stuff as well. Bigger floor, more rooms. You can expand the tavern as you go. So it's your style. So you can even make it like 2 stories and 3 stories or 4 or whatever. So you'll be able to do that, which is a later goal. But I want you to be able to change the aesthetic of it. So, this is a very typical fantasy Western tavern. Very much what this is. I want you to be able to go into the game options, go to aesthetics, like tavern aesthetics, and be like, I want to, have a Japanese style tavern. Click. And you'll build, the tavern will automatically change to be a Japanese aesthetic. And you can change it whatever you want. So if you're done being, a Middle Eastern style tavern, you'd be like, okay, I want to be, an Australian tavern, click, and you're now on Australian tavern. Those are the kind of things I really want to put into the game, because I want you to feel like the tavern is yours. I want you to be able to customize as much as possible. And then, once I'm beyond that, once I've got the game into a stable spot where you have an RPG system, you have a bunch of decorations from tier 1 to tier 3, unique collectibles you get from quests, unique collectibles you get from doing your own quests, and all that kind of stuff, and unique NPC interactions, I will work on adding multiplayer so you can go and visit other people's taverns. Now, currently, right here, right now, the biggest thing I have to focus on is I want to have NPCs walk in, find a chair, which it'll come in, they'll have an array of chairs, they will find just a chair on that array, go sit at it, and then order food, eat the food, and leave. That is the literal next step that I'm working on. Because I think I displayed I have the animations in place. I want to get that done because I really just needed something to boost my serotonin, my mood towards the game. Be like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I can continue to do this. So I worked on something I know I could do. So the next thing is going to be getting NPCs, which is currently this derpy purple square, cylinder rather, capsule. They come in, find a chair, sit down, and then leave. That's the next step. I want them to come in, find a chair, sit at the chair, order food, leave. That's all they're going to do. That will get me through effectively tier 1. As long as I can maintain that cycle and increase the amount of NPCs that come in based on your popularity, it'll be golden. So that's literally my next step. That's what I'm going to be working on this week. Hopefully I'll have something to show for it by Monday next week. And if I don't, then I will show you what I've done anyways, because I will have made some progress somewhere in some way. One of the big things I want to just bring up right now is that I would like to create a Patreon or Ko-fi or something to enable the ability to support the game development. I want to become an independent game developer. I have so many ideas for games I want to make, and I'm trying to just hammer down and be like, I need to make a game. So once I have one game done, I can start making another one. I've already made 2 technically. But I want to be an independent game developer, and in order to do that, I need support. So I'm going to look into making a Ko-fi, or I'm going to look into making a Patreon, so that if people want to support the game and the progress and have their names in NPCs, or have say in what decorations get added, get say in what the next update to the game will be, you will have that ability to voice your opinion, because you are effectively a shareholder in the game. You are giving me money to produce the game that you want to play, so I will be able to be like, here, you asked for, we all voted, and you guys voted. The next thing I'm going to add to the game is going to be an Adobe style architecture that you can swap into to replace the actual tavern layout. Or we can add in, hey, here's, I want you to add these 7 people as NPCs in the game. Like, if there's no vote, it'll be like, okay, for the month, I'll be like, okay, this person, all these people who gave me the X amount of money will be put in as NPCs with their requested statistics. To a point that doesn't break the game, though, because I don't want to have like godly, level 20 D&D characters in here. It's gonna be like just adventure. But yeah, I just wanted to say that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I want to do. I'm still working out the details of what I want to run for the Patreon or the Ko-fi, but there will be one eventually to help drive support for the game, because I really want to do this as a job. So one more thing I want to say just quickly before I end the video. I have created a separate YouTube page, a Twitter, and a Blue Sky, all just for ATOYO. So any updates, any bantering, any game development stuff, you will find on here or on there. I have been bantering a little bit about, current quadruple A games. I won't name a name on the Twitter, but I will be dropping all updates here as well as on this channel. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you watched, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. These things will help me greatly. In the end, I shall see you later. Have a good day, and goodbye.